Fall is a very beautiful time of year. It is a time of transition, but it's also a very unpredictable time of year as well, weather-wise. I mean, some days it's hot, some days it's cold, some days it's rainy and windy, and for some of us, we need to even worry about some days it might snow. And that can really throw your skin for a loop and make it go haywire and make it act dysfunctional. I can tell you, some days in fall, my skin gets super oily, and other days it goes super duper dry, all within the span of 1 week. And there is one skincare product that I really do feel can really make or break your skincare routine on any given day when the weather is so unpredictable, right? Moisturizers. It can't be too heavy, it can't be too thin, it's got to be protective, but it's also got to be good for balancing your skin, right? Having a few different moisturizers on hand to kind of address those weird weather days is not a bad idea. So give this video a big thumbs up, because today I want to share with you a selection of 4 different moisturizers that can really help you through this unpredictable seasonal change. We've got lightweight balancing moisturizers all the way up to thick and nourishing creams. So give the video a big thumbs up and let's get started. And all 4 of these products are alcohol-free, fragrance-free, essential oil-free, and I have ordered them from the thinnest consistency all the way up to the thickest. So let's start off with Jkosmmune, their Cosmetic Immunity Luminous Skin Defense Moisturizer. Now what this is a beautifully lightweight moisturizer that is meant to really balance your skin and leave you with a glowing or luminous complexion. So the star ingredient here is definitely beta-glucan. If you're familiar with Jkosmmune, you know that their products are all about beta-glucan, which is an excellent ingredient. Now they do extract their beta-glucan from mushrooms in a really unique and patented process that is completely chemical free, but it also allows for the beta-glucan to maintain its maximum potency. So why do you want beta-glucan in your skincare routine? Well, it's a very balancing ingredient. It's excellent for your skin's oil and water balance. It's not just hydrating, but it also offers moisturization too without any weight. It's a great anti-aging ingredient too, because it's great for your collagen structure. It's a very collagen supporting type of ingredient. It can actually help to brighten up your skin. It's also a good skin soother, particularly good for sensitive skin. Plus, it's also a barrier supporting ingredient. It can really help your skin to hold hydration in. So it's a well-rounded ingredient that all skin types can benefit from. Other notable ingredients in this moisturizer include extracts of aloe, bamboo, lotus, and centella. So these are soothing ingredients, calming ingredients. They have hydration and also antioxidant protection. And I have to point out the fact that this is a very minimal ingredients list, only 14 ingredients long. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool, huh? So everything here is definitely playing its part. There's nothing extra or just thrown in, right? Everything is definitely well thought out. So the texture of this was really surprising to me. It's very thin, lightweight, and almost gel-like in its consistency. So thin and lightweight that I thought this was not going to be protective enough for my skin. I do have combination skin, but I have really large areas of dryness on my skin. So I do favor moisturizers that have more nourishment to them. So I really didn't think that this was going to work for my skin. Plus I suffer from dehydration as well. So I definitely need a moisturizer that can hug hydration into my skin and protect it from the elements. And I didn't think that a lightweight gel texture could do it. Oh, but was I wrong? Was I wrong? This is enough for my skin. I could not believe it. This definitely is protective enough. Now, this does absorb into the skin really quickly. It's so lightweight on the skin. It doesn't really leave a finish. It's not like greasy or rich on top of the skin, but it does leave this like glowiness to your skin, this luminosity, as the name would suggest, right? It does leave your skin with like a little luminous finish to it. This is not glittery, this is not shiny, this is not shimmery by any means. It's just like a really healthy glow. And it does kind of shine through just a little bit when you wear makeup on top of it. But it also works well on no makeup days because it just gives your skin that really pretty healthy look to it. It's subtle, but it is noticeable, and it's very nice. I like it a lot. Now, this is protective enough. I have worn this on warm days, and it's so balancing for my combination skin because I do get oily in my T-zone, and this is perfect for those days. It still balances the dry areas and the oily areas But I also wore this recently when it was like 38 degrees Fahrenheit outside and super, super windy. My skin was getting wind whipped, right? And whenever my skin gets wind whipped, it definitely gets dehydrated, and I didn't get dehydrated just from this little moisturizer. This little moisturizer was mighty, right? It is thin, but it is mighty. So I really recommend this moisturizer for most skin types. I really see this working for oily skin. I see this working for normal skin, combination skin, dehydrated skin. This is also fungal acne safe, by the way. So I can see this working for a really big group of people, but I particularly like this for those really like dysfunctional weather days. You know, the days when you wake up and it's cold in the morning, hot in the afternoon, and then cold again at night. Yeah, those are the days when you don't know how to dress and you also don't know what moisturizer to grab. This is the moisturizer you need for those unpredictable days, those like up and down days. This is the one that you want. Etude House Jung 2X Barrier Intensive Cream. What a name. That is the next moisturizer that I want to talk about. Now, this moisturizer is a very minimal moisturizer. Just like most of the Jung products, this is definitely geared towards sensitive skin, and it definitely is geared towards a more minimalistic approach to skincare formulation. So this is really meant to balance and hydrate the skin, soothe irritated skin, and it also has a special focus on helping to heal and support a healthy moisture barrier function. So just like the other Jung products, star ingredients here are going to be madecassoside and panthenol. Madecassoside is the active compound found in centella, and it is most responsible for the anti-irritation benefits we associate with centella. It's very anti-inflammatory, it's got great wound healing benefits, and it's also a fantastic antioxidant. Now, panthenol is fabulous for your moisture barrier because it's a great humectant. It helps to attract and bind hydration to your skin, but it also can help support a healthy lipid layer, which is really important for hugging hydration into the skin, keeping it there, and also reducing dehydration on your skin. Other notable ingredients here in this moisturizer are going to be more antioxidants coming from green tea extract. We've also got nourishment coming from shea butter and sunflower seed oil. So the texture of this cream was another one that really surprised me because that name, 2X Barrier Intensive Cream, sounds, well, it sounds intensive, right? It sounds like it would be rich and thick and heavy. And this is none of those things. This is light and airy. It's almost like a lotion and a cream had a baby. You know, because creams can sometimes be a little heavy on the skin. They can almost even be a little oppressive. Like it almost feels like your skin can't breathe, or it sort of builds up in oily areas on your skin. It feels really thick, right? Not this cream. Light, airy, hydrating, absorbs so quickly into the skin. It's comforting. It is protective enough, but it's never oppressive or heavy. So lightweight. This absorbs into the skin really nicely too, so it's great for your morning routine because sunscreen, makeup layers on top of it very easily and very quickly. But it also works as a night cream as well. So this is a really good one for morning and nighttime. I really do suggest this cream for more combination skin. I mean, if you're dealing with oily areas and dry areas, this is going to be the right kind of cream for you. Protective but lightweight. This is also going to be really good for you guys who have that dreaded combination of oily skin and dehydrated skin. It's the worst because your skin needs nourishment underneath it all, but you've got this thick layer of oil to deal with. And this is the kind of cream that is going to play well with that type of skin. This is also really good for the really cold weather days, you know, when you want something that's just a little bit more nourishing. This will be protective enough for you when you get wind whipped or when the temperature just drops kind of dramatically overnight. This is the one you want to reach for. Sioris You Look So Young Night Cream. I love that name. So this is a moisturizer that is really meant to be healing and nourishing to your skin. And it is really meant to help regenerate your skin as you sleep. It claims to revitalize your skin, brighten it up, and help soothe sensitive skin. So the star ingredient on this Sioris cream is the 5% Jkosmmune oil, and I find this to be a really intriguing ingredient in skincare that seems to be becoming a little bit more well known, which is great because Jkosmmune oil has some fantastic healing powers to it. It's a very moisturizing type of oil, but it also is so good for helping to heal wounds. It's fabulous for inflammation. It actually can help brighten hyperpigmentation. It can help heal scars, and it also acts as an excellent antioxidant. I mean, pretty much any kind of skin ailment you could think of, Jkosmmune oil might be able to help. Other notable ingredients here, we've got our favorite centella and green tea, which are very soothing ingredients, but they're also offering some more antioxidant protection to the party. As far as nourishing ingredients go, we've got 5% of macadamia oil, which is so good for dry skin. And there's also 2% shea butter. So this is really adding up to a texture that's going to be very emollient, very rich, and very buttery. And you guessed it right, because that is the texture of this cream. Now, even though this is thicker and it is rich, you can feel the emolliency, the richness of all those oils and shea butter between your fingers. On the skin, it's definitely a medium weight cream, which was surprising. I was expecting this to be a lot heavier on the skin, and it really wasn't. It's got quite a nice balance to it. It doesn't feel too heavy, but it's got that deep nourishment that dry skin craves. Now, this does leave a little like minor finish on the skin, a minor rich finish on the skin. I didn't find it bothersome at all, and this is intended to be a night cream, so shouldn't be too big of a deal, right? I am a rebel though. I've worn this during the day. And it actually works fine with sunscreen and makeup. I was particularly worried about my water-based sunscreen. No problem. Even with all that oil in here, no problem whatsoever. So this was actually a lot more of a multitasking moisturizer than I expected it to be. Now, this definitely nourishes the skin and it offers this beautiful protection. It really does protect dry skin, particularly from the really cold days or really windy days. It keeps that dryness in check really beautifully. Now, I really do recommend this obviously for dry skin, right? Everything I've said about this cream adds up to being a rich cream. But I think combination skin will still appreciate this as well, especially with that medium weight feel on the skin. And this is really good for cold days, as I mentioned, but I also find that sometimes my skin can get a little dull with all of the seasonal changes. When it starts to get cold, my skin can start to look just a little lifeless, right? A little lifeless, a little dull, a little bit red even. And that's when I like to pull this one out because this will revitalize your skin as you sleep. When you put this on at night, you'll wake up with a brighter complexion. It is subtle, but it is noticeable. And as you use this over time, it really does help to give your skin a really pretty and even complexion. You knew this list would not be complete without the Illiyoon Ceramide 8.0 Concentrate Cream. I am always raving about this moisturizer. I absolutely love it. And I know a lot of you love it too. So this is a ceramide based moisturizer that uses encapsulated technology to deliver the good nourishment of ceramides deeper into your skin, hopefully making it more effective. So of course, ceramides are the star here. They do use pseudoceramides or man-made ceramides, and they put them into this encapsulated technology. In this cream itself, you will notice these white flakes. They almost look like sea salt flakes, almost in a way. These are the ceramide capsules. And as you kind of spread this onto your skin, those capsules burst and they deliver the ceramides deep into your skin. This is also mixed with cholesterol and fatty acids, which are ceramide helpers. They make the ceramides work better. They make the ceramides support your barrier better. So it's always good to see those three ingredients in combination with each other. Now, the texture of this cream is exactly like you would expect a traditional cream texture to be. It is thicker. Now, this is in appearance thicker than the Sioris cream. However, it's not as emollient as the Sioris cream. I wanted to point that out because I did order these from thinnest consistency or texture all the way up to thickest. The Sioris has more of an emolliency to it because it's got a higher oil content. The Illiyoon is a thicker cream in feel, but it's not as emollient in finish on the skin because it doesn't have as many oils to it. So I wanted to point that one out. So the texture of this is the very first thing about this cream that really impressed me. It really made an impression on me because it's not what I expected. It absorbs into the skin really quickly. Even though this is a thicker texture, it does wear on the skin with a medium weight. It's not overly heavy. It absorbs really quickly with like hardly any finish. There's no greasiness. There's no richness. There's no like long absorb time. Like a lot of creams can be like a little too oppressive on the skin. They can sometimes sit on top of the skin. That is never the case with this, especially barrier and ceramide creams can almost go too rich. This works so good in the morning time because sunscreen can go on almost immediately on top of it. It works really well with makeup. It will never make your makeup slide around. Like this is the rich, comforting cream that you can count on for morning and night. And it definitely does have that cozy, comforting feel on the skin. So I really like this a lot for dry skin. Combo skin will like it though too, and this is definitely good for those of you who have dehydration. This is really, really good for you guys who suffer from barrier issues associated with weather changes. Sometimes that up and down weather can really make your barrier go haywire, and it can really cause your dehydration to go like kind of insane, right? This is the kind of cream that you're gonna want to reach for because it's got those really good ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids that are really gonna support your moisture barrier, really going to help fortify it and strengthen it up so that you can fight transepidermal water loss a lot more effectively. Plus, it just feels so comforting on the skin. And I know that like in deep winter, right, when it gets really icy, I'm going to be reaching for this one a lot. So I hope you enjoyed that selection of 4 moisturizers for unpredictable weather. You know, second to sunscreen, I do think that moisturizers are one of the hardest skincare products to get just right. So hopefully that puts you on the right track. And I'm really curious to know, what's your favorite moisturizer right now? Let me know in the comment box below. I must admit that Jkosmmune really surprised me, and I've been reaching for that one a lot, especially for that luminosity it gives my skin. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, but you love K-beauty, please consider subscribing. I release 2 new K-beauty focused videos every single week, and don't forget to hit yes when they ask you to turn on notifications, because then you'll never miss the new upload. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. I really hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.